Alrighty, folks, welcome back to another episode of Live in Motherfucking 5, baby. Jay Swish, Azo, joined by, I think, our clubhouse leader in terms of reoccurring guest over here, and that is none other than Jake Schmaltz, freshly back from the jungle in Providence. Azo, he was playing there for the playoffs and obviously the end of the regular season, and now back in Grand Forks, going to graduate, I think, on Saturday. We got our big baseball trip coming up the following week. So, what's up, Malt? How you doing, fella? I think this is your third time on, bro, isn't it?
Yep, third time. Thanks for having me back, boys. You know I love coming on here and shooting the shit, so it's perfect.
Yeah, I know, especially this time of year when hockey's over, everyone kind of exhale and you get into your postseason bender, the start of summer training. But what's up, man? I mean, obviously you were in Providence and hanging out there and playing in the regular season a little bit. The boys lost out to Charlotte, but last night, I think you're able to attend maybe Dane Jackson's, the old annual senior dinner. So how was that over at Jackson's place?
Yeah, that was something I had marked on the calendar for a bit. I was kind of hoping that I'd be able to make it. Obviously, with playoffs in Providence, I had no idea if that was gonna line up, but worked out perfectly. I was able to fly back, get to Grand Forks the night before, and then sleep in, just prep my body, and then head to Jax's for some steak and some grapes and some stories with the seniors. It was pretty cool.
Did he cook for the boys?
He did cook for the boys. His saying is to just get everyone there early, get them hungry, get some drinks in them, and then the steak and everything tastes better. So it was a good play by him. It was good.
He's not dusting off the fillets even with coaching raise. He's got just the old top sirloin, tougher than a $2 steak. Yeah, we're going to go to Hugo's. We're not even going to go to the
flying
meat market.
Steak.
Yeah. Yeah, we got the baseball steak coming in for you. It's $2 a pound, but yeah, that's awesome. That was always one of the nights, Azo, I envy the seniors got to do with Jax because you go over there, he picks up, some wine, you hang out with him, the stories get flowing, you play maybe a little bit of beer pong. You got that night, right, Azo?
Yeah, I got that night, but it was with it wasn't with my class. It was with
yeah, that's true. Everyone was gone.
Who was it with?
It was you and Rink Puppy. That had to be fun.
Me and Rink. Sick.
Yeah.
It's us two. No, there's someone else there. I think that signed. I don't know who it was, Tucker maybe.
Yeah.
So my crew wasn't as good, but it's always a good time getting over to Jax's house. I mean, it could be just us two, and it'd be a great time. I forget. I can't remember back that far. I forget if Hack showed up, but I know he showed up for a couple of them, if not the year before mine.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to ask you, Malt, is Chiswick still? Is he living at Jax's place right now, or what's he doing? Because he's going in between there and Rico's spot, I think.
Yeah, I think he's actually at the Simpson household now.
So he's just rotating around.
Yeah. Everywhere.
What was he saying? Is he just pumped up to be the coach and stuff now, or what was he saying?
Yeah, he was just pumped up. I know those guys they've been out recruiting a ton, so it's just kind of been crazy with guys coming in, trying to get them committed and just traveling. And it's those guys, they scout so much, but just the amount of travel they've been doing, and they have a camp coming, I think today actually. So they're just prepping for that, and then they're just probably ready to just chill and kick their feet up for a bit. But it's been crazy for them.
Yeah, they'll definitely be able to get their feet up at the golf trip for sure. That's coming up in a couple weeks here, so I'm sure that'll get their rest then for sure.
Oh yeah, to reset and get a good night's sleep there.
Yeah,
they're gonna feel great when they leave that place.
Yeah, get away from the kids, just get some downtime, a little R&R, some golf games, hang out by the pool. Yeah, hang out with some ex-alumni that are just in real good spots in their life right now. So, but Mullen, I wanted to ask you, fella, what was your first taste of the jungle, bro? I know I kind of was talking to you through it. Obviously, you scored that nice goal against Utica. I just wanted to ask you because I know my welcome to the jungle moment, but what were you thinking when you showed up in Providence? Obviously, pro hockey, guys are bigger, it's faster, and was there one moment where you're like, fuck, it's not the charter birds anymore at UND and fillets and the nicest restaurants in town. We're eating mystery meat outside of Utica. What's going on here, boys? So was there one of those moments?
Yeah, I think the big one for me was like my first weekend. We had a Friday game. It was my first 3-3. We had a Friday game in Providence. Finished that game at like 11 o'clock, whatever, and then we bus to Utica. So I'd get into Utica at like 3:30 a.m. Play in Utica at 7 p.m. and then we bust back to Providence for the Sunday game at 1. So it was just like so much travel, like a brutal 3-3, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh
Hard
my
on the
God.
back, I know. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good.
I don't want this. It gives you good motivation to put some time into your game this summer, though, Malty, and try to get back to those private birds, though.
Yeah, that's a good motivator, I'd say. But yeah, I think the big thing for me this summer is just like seeing how big and physical and kind of like if I'm bigger, I'll be able to take hits and give hits and just like be better on my body because it is a different game when you're playing against men that are strong and they're really skilled and just good players.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing too, right? You go from playing your age group pretty much your whole life, and in college is the same thing more or less. You know, if you're a freshman, a guy might be 4 years older than you or whatever it is. But I went to my first camp and I was like, dude, some of these guys are like 35, 36 years old. Like, and then I got to take their spot. Like it didn't make any sense to me. They have kids, they're going home. I'm like, dude, I'm going to have a couple beers and some pizza rolls after this. But then it really gets me dialed into like, holy shit, like this is a career. This is how you make your living. This is how people put food on their plate. I think it's such a different mindset and a dynamic. Did you kind of feel that way, Malt? Where you're like, oh shit, like this is like how guys literally feed their families.
Yeah, like my stallmate was Pitlick, and he's like, I think he's probably like around 30 or something. And like the first day I got there, he actually just had his 5th kid. So
Fifth?
so he's
Holy
got 5
shit.
kids. So I'm like, okay, that's a little different than sitting next to Jackson Coons, who's my age, and the local guy. It's a little different.
Holy fuck! Wrap it up, fella. 5 kids in the jungle. You might have to go play in the K. I don't care if you're making 500. That's 5 kids.
5 kids? That's a lot if you're making $5 million a year.
That's so you got the Jackson 5. Holy fuck!
Wife must be doing well though. She must be a trader or some sort or something.
Yeah, hopefully there's some family money there because 5 kids, man. That sounds like I can barely take care of myself.
Yeah.
Mulda, like what's up like right now in Forks? Like obviously is there some guys there? Is your class, are they pretty much all there? Is there dudes playing, or is everyone going to walk and graduate on Saturday before you get the hell out of there? And is it kind of like, it's nice that you got to go back to kind of almost close the chapter, right? If you would have got back there, say in June or something, you're still playing, it'd be like, fuck, like there's no one here anymore. It's not that same feel. Like I feel like you being there right now it can really just close the book on 4 great years.
Yeah, it worked out perfect. Like I was really hoping to be able to come back and just spend the time with my classmates. And I know like we have some stuff planned like Friday, Saturday, like around the graduation. And I think everyone's planning on walking. I don't know if I'm confirmed yet for that. I know Mark's kind of pushing me not to, but Kelly is because he doesn't want to sit there. But yeah, it's like you said, just like closing the chapter. Like that night with Jax was so great. Just like getting to kind of laugh and like relive our 4 years. Like it went by so quick, and it was really fun. I'm really happy that I get to be back, and like you said, kind of just close the chapter on like the best 4 years ever. It was sweet.
Yeah, they always say it, like you hear the seniors when you come in as a freshman, they say like, yeah, you're looking at them like, fuck, that sucked to be you, buddy. Like you got 1 year left, and then you blink your eyes and you're in their seat and you're like, where did the time go, man? This sucks. But yeah, that dinner is nice to kind of close the chapter and like relive the days a little bit. And then you also feel good, don't you? Like it feels cool being part of the alumni, once you're off the team and now you're in, you're in a different family now. Like you're in the alumni family. You're not on the team, but the alumni family is pretty cool to be in too. Jordan can attest to that. We've had some good times being alumni.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, like I've just seen Jordan and how close you guys are. I think that's what makes it like not as hard as you're going to be so tight with these guys forever. It's like it's not like you're never going to see them again. Like I don't know. Some schools might be like that, but Like here, it's like you can go see any alum, and you're gonna have stuff to shoot the shit about and laugh about and relive these times. So I think that's what makes it easy. Like, yeah, it sucks I won't be able to be here and kind of play with these guys, but I know like you're gonna be boys forever, and that's a pretty cool feeling.
Yeah, you almost either got to join our golf trip group or start your own. But it's just funny, like, we're going into our golf trip in a couple weeks here, and Azo, it's the same thing, trying to get these dipshits riled in together for a party, nonetheless. Let's say at the Pita Pit, I have to call Dewey, and I got to call Tomer, and Besser says he's not coming. I'm like, Besser, you're fucking coming. He's like, okay, well, I can come Wednesday to Friday, but I got to leave before golf. I'm like, no, you're golfing on Friday. He goes, okay, I'm golfing. You know what I mean? It's just like you're dealing with the same shit, trying to round up the herd, no matter if you're 32 years old, like a bunch of us washed up assholes, or you're 22, getting a party together for welcome weekend during August, right? It's just, it's funny how that works. And that's the coolest thing. I think that's what, our band of guys, Azo, that's the best part about it is, I mean, we're going on year 9 of our golf trip, and, whether we bring the wrenches some years, whether we don't, it doesn't really matter, because that's the best part about seeing the guys. So yeah, Mal, you'll find your stride with, obviously the guys you're closest with, especially like Reese Gaber and those beauties. But Mal, we got a big trip coming up here, man. Besides the golf trip, probably my favorite trip of the year, and it happens to be back-to-back this year. We're doing the baseball trip into the golf trip. So what are you excited most about? I mean, we got 3 days in Miami. I'm looking at my big board the other day. I'm like, okay, well, Thursday, ladies' night in Miami, that's obviously a go. But I'm like, is Tuesday, Wednesday a go night? And then we got a Friday in Tampa, and then we got a Saturday at Magic City in Atlanta and Chocolate Hollywood. I'm like, holy fuck, I might be drunk for 2 weeks. So how fired up are you, man? I'm so pumped up. We're still staying in the shitty hotels. We'll probably have the jail van going across the Everglades from Miami to Tampa, but I'm so fired up, man.
I know. I mean, it's the best trip, like the best tradition that we started. I love that we're doing it every single year, and it's just crazy. It seems like every single year is just one-upping each other. So, I mean, the 3 locations that you said is pretty elite, but it's gonna be a fun trip. I mean, we say we go for the baseball, but it's just for everyone to get together and have those dinners and try the hot dog places for Grandpa and just hang out. It's the best.
Oh my God, dude. The hot dog places when we're hung the next morning. Like, we got the bus pulling over at like 10 in the morning. I was like, we got a hot dog place in Warren, Ohio. We got to hit. How about that one we hit in San Diego that one year? It was in a Home Depot parking lot. Yeah. I'm like, fellas, it's 10 in the morning. You want Chicago style, Jordan, or just ketchup and mustard? I'm like, I ain't eating anything. What do you mean? Oh, you're not having a hot dog, you fucking prima donna. Shut up. I had 38 drinks last night, and I whacked. Good, you?
I was going to ask about the hot dogs. It's the best part of this trip. I was going to ask, like, do you guys prepare the stomachs at all before this trip to be able to bury these meat missiles? Like, do you take your prebiotics, try to get the stomach right before you just absolutely destroy them with these hot dogs?
So there is nothing you can do to prepare for it. And last year we landed in Cleveland, and it was a matinee the next day on a Thursday. So we had dinner at a nice spot on Wednesday, got half pinned, go to the matinee in Cleveland on Thursday. The tequila starts sliding. We sit down. It's the 4th inning. My grandpa's had 5 hot dogs in the first 4 innings. He had 5 and 4. He had 4 and 3, and then he had a half. So I counted it. I gave it to him. He had 5 and 4. It's like, dude, what are we doing here? You had 5 hot dogs at the ballpark alone? Yeah, you got to try the Italian sausage, this sausage, brat. I'm like, oh, my God. So the kosher. Yeah, man, it's crazy. And the best part is, too, Azo, like, it's the snaps are the best part, is when you're kind of, the drinks start flowing after a game or you're at dinner. It's like 1:22 in the morning, and you take a picture of your cup and it's, should we go out? It's 1:20 in the morning. I've had 15 drinks. Should we go out? Yeah, I'm thinking about going out. Yeah. So it's just, and the bickering between the brothers, and yeah, man, it's so funny. It's the best.
What do you guys look forward to most? Because your grandpa's sitting there like gearing up for this trip, and he's like, you guys might be thinking about, oh, I can't wait to have the dinners. I can't wait to car ride or whatever. Can't wait to have a couple beers with the fellas. And your grandpa's sitting there like, I can't wait to eat some fucking hot dogs. Because it seems like he almost doesn't eat hot dogs the rest of the year, but like he gives himself one trip to just bury hot dogs. And that's got to be goddamn exciting. I mean, if you don't eat hot dogs all year and then you're like, fuck, now's my weekend to eat hot dogs, it'd be all time. So like, what do you guys look forward to most on that?
Malt, I'll let you start.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the car rides are always hilarious because like everyone thinks they know the best route or like the best way, and they're always just like bickering at each other about whatever. Like I think one year in Philadelphia, like my dad and my uncle Monty almost pulled the van over and like wanted to fight on like the freeway just because they missed an exit or something. Like little things like that. Like they're all just so intense. It's hilarious. But I mean, the meals are so funny too because like you said, like we eat the hot dogs, but then like we'll eat at the best steakhouse in Cincinnati. Like there's no like in between. It's either you're having ice cream and hot dogs or you're at like an unreal sushi place. It's like your stomach can't handle it. And then you're going out and having drinks at a ballpark. It's crazy. It's hilarious.
Like Ozzo, we don't schedule any lunches or breakfasts. It's just hot dogs at the game and like Malt said, ice cream and drinks, and then the one meal a day is the steakhouse. Like it's the best steakhouse in town. So you're on your own. If you want any other food than a hot dog, you have to like venture out. And then like the older guys judge you. Like last year we pulled over from Pittsburgh. We were going into Cincinnati and we pulled over in Columbus because we heard about this hot dog place downtown. And the boys pull over and they go get their hot dogs. And me, Nick, and Malt look at each other like, dude, we're not fucking eating hot dogs again. It's like day 4. Like there's no chance. So we tell them, hey, we're getting an Uber to go somewhere. They're like, what? You fucking kidding me? All right, whatever. We'll come pick you up in half hour. So we get an Uber to this place where it was actually used to be a place in Madison. It's called Cosi. And it's a good sandwich place, but they've kind of went under. Like I didn't even know they still existed. It was a place like in the mid 2010s that was popping off, and they had this unbelievable chicken bacon cheddar melt that came with like honey mustard. It was really good. So we go over to this, what we thought was Cosi. And we get there, Ozzo, and it was one of those places where it's like a Uber pickup zone, like a warehouse where they just make all the stuff inside. So we get into this place and we're like in the fucking ghetto in this like, commercial real estate area that's like we're surrounded by train tracks and just like barbed wire fences. We're like, where the hell are we? So we like stay in there for like 5 minutes, but then we have to call an Uber. We're like, all right, well, you can't get anything here. Like it's just like a collecting zone. So we end up Ubering to Chipotle. And remember how pissed they were when we were in there, like eating, like, let's fucking go. Like, boys, we're going to sit down and eat. We just got our food. No, fuck that. Let's go. And then we get back on the road. We get on the Iron Lung and we check into our hotel. We're at 2 different hotels because the plan of our trip, I'm not going to say his name, is so goddamn cheap. We're staying on the Kentucky side of Cincinnati at 2 different Holiday Inns that probably added up to about $26 a night. And we're staying there and we're like, dude, we're gonna get shot here. Like, oh man, it's so funny.
That's the best. You gotta get the best deal in the rooms.
Especially because they're IHG owners, you know what I mean?
Oh
so
yeah. You
so,
get those deals, friends and family, it's worth it. But do any of these hot dogs actually taste better than the last one? Like, aren't hot dogs all the same? I've never really obviously you can grill them a little bit better, like a boiled hot dog. I'm not a fan of that. I like it a little grilled, maybe a cut down the middle. But like, do these things even have any difference in taste?
I mean, Malt, I don't even like hot dogs. Do you?
No, like honestly, not really. I mean, that's the best though. Like we'll drive like 45 minutes for a hot dog, eat it, and then we're like, how was it? Like, oh, that was shit.
Yeah.
That was a pretty hot dog. Well, we drove an hour for it. Like, they're not like that great. It's almost for like the story. It's funny.
It's funny because you guys gotta continue on the tradition too. Like once you guys eventually, if you do have kids or something, like you guys don't even like the hot dogs, but you just gotta keep doing it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And that, like, I would say my favorite part is, just the dinners and honestly, just watching, like, Ozzo, my dad Fuzz, but I don't think, like, obviously not on the level, like, of the trip level, man, just some of his mannerisms and things he does. How funny is it Malt. Like, to put into context, I texted Malt the other night. I'm sitting at this restaurant called Houston's down in Scottsdale. Me and Gucci had just finished filming something. We're sitting at the bar. So we're enjoying a dinner. We're watching the games. And my mom and dad roll in. And my mom comes over and says hi, like, hey, what are you guys doing here? Fuzz is just waiting for his table, just like in the main dining area. So they wait like 15, 20 minutes. And my mom goes back to, kind of that area right by the hostess stand. They eventually, are about to get seated. He just walks by the bar, looks at me, and just gives me the piece. Doesn't even say hi. So and he'll just be like reading in the most random spot. Malt. How funny is it, man? Just like, my favorite part is just watching Fuzz on the trip.
I know. I mean, he's the glue. Like, he's the ultimate glue guy. And
yeah,
you got a good joke or something. If you get a good laugh out of him, he's the guy that just makes everything go. And like you said, reading, like that's the best too. When like we'll be at a ballpark or at like this cool bar, and he'll just be posted up like reading his book, like not even trying to do whatever. Like,
yeah,
man.
And this year too, he bought our flights from Tampa to Atlanta because we were thinking about taking like a Sprinter van, but it was just like, it just didn't make any sense. We get on a 30-minute flight, and he bought the plane tickets, Ozzo, and they were Southwest. And Nick's like, dude, I'm not fucking flying Southwest. He's like I'll buy my own flights. Oh yeah, fuck you fucking pussy. Just like get on the Southwest bird. It's just like, so you fucking, what do you think you are, a fucking hot shit?
Whatever, buddy.
Yeah. So just like the little things, like everyone and my Uncle Monty, or our Uncle Monty, schedules the whole trip. And if anything isn't up to class, we all just bitch. But it's not like anyone else is scheduling anything. We just put it all on him. And if we don't like it, we just absolutely just fucking go at him. Like, we walked into that Cincinnati hotel. It was on the Kentucky side. And I walk in and I just announce it. So I make it, just make a scene. And Morty's at the desk. I'm like, holy fuck. Like, I'm talking to like, my volume's on 100. There's a ton of people around. I'm like, holy fuck. Nobody's accused this place of ever being nice. It's just like, nobody's ever accused this place of being nice. I'm like, oh. So it's just, that's the best part, man. But
that's the best with guys. You go on a trip with guys, and the trip coordinator is like being a mother. It's a thankless job. You're never going to get a thank you for anything you've done. You've probably done a good job. It's like going on the Sioux Golf trip, Jordo. You and Dusky planning all this stuff, and then we all get there, do absolutely nothing for it. We got rides everywhere. We don't need to order Ubers. Everything's set up for us. We know what we're doing. We got an itinerary, and guys are just like, what the fuck is this? Fucking sucks. Like,
yeah,
$200. We're going here. What time were we leaving? Who scheduled that? Idiot.
$200 golf round, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're playing at the nicest track in town, and I got you the fucking friends and family discount, and you have a caddy. What else do you need, man? Oh, what the fuck? Like, are you kidding me? $200? Like, shut up, you fucking...
Place better not have a grass out of place, Jordo.
Yeah, it's just so funny. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it, Malt. I think, Tampa Bay, I think they don't even have their park. So we're going to watch, probably, it's like at a spring training facility, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it's the Yankees, spring training place. So it's not even like theirs.
No, so we're going to have to go back to Tampa, it looks like.
Yeah.
To see the park. And then Miami, I mean, that can't be great. Atlanta will be sick, though. It'll be sick to see your buddy.
Yeah, like that'll be great. I think like Drake Baldwin for all these people, but like he's been a stud this year, and hopefully I think if they do their batting practice and stuff, like he'll be able to hook us up and we'll get down there. And
he plays for the Marlins?
He plays for the Braves in Atlanta.
Oh, that's nasty. He's a major leaguer, eh?
Is he playing a lot, Malt?
Yeah, he's playing every other day. Because they have that an all-star like catcher. I think his name's like Olsen or something like that. But he's been playing so good, like his batting like percentage, whatever, is so good that like they can't send him down. So it's been good. It's been cool for him.
Does he have a Franklin deal? I might have to steal a pair of his gloves, or maybe I should bring a pair of my gloves for him. See if he gets hot with them.
Hey, Baldy, you want some Franklin gloves? Yeah. I gotta connect.
They say the people's on him, fella. You need them. Imagine he went Yabo with the People's Insider gloves on. That would be so sick. I should actually bring him down some. See if he would wear them.
He would be the guy to actually wear them too.
Yeah, I'll have to bring some down for him for sure. We got to go to Magic City, no?
I know. I heard they have good wings. So
Got to get the wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you guys skip the hot dogs one afternoon and get the Magic City wings, Lou Will style.
I think we have to, man, to pay respect for the Bubble Lou Williams. 100%. What's your plan, Malt? Like, what are you doing? You stay there till Saturday, and then what? Just drive home on Sunday, and then Tuesday you're off the box to Miami.
Yep, gotta pack up all my stuff, driving home, and then right to the trip.
What are you doing with all your shit at Pita Pit? You just gonna pass it down?
Yeah, I'm leaving all my shit, like my bed, my drawers, and everything. Just leave it for the next guy, and that's their problem. That's kind of what the other guy did to me, so I'm returning the favor.
Who's moving in there?
We're gonna have Zamolik will be there, EJ Emery, and then I think like a couple transfers are gonna take over the other side.
Chiswick.
Yeah, Chiswick.
Chiswick and the family. That would be all time. Chiswick and Rico. That's their satellite office. That would be so good.
Don't tell our wives.
Yeah. Just renting this place off the books, cash only. That would be so funny. What are the last spots you're hitting? Obviously, Pep, you got to hit. Any other spots you got to hit before you leave?
Honestly, just Pepper. I got to hit Pepper at least twice, I think, but I don't really know. That's kind of the spot. There's a few like bars I want to like hit, like Judy's and the Bun. I got to hit that before I leave, just because I know I won't get there for a while. But I'd say just Pep is the big one.
Dude, I saw that they brought back Grand Junction for a weekend in the Columbia Mall. Yeah, they set it up for like a weekend. You know, where those places in Grand Forks where they have like Chinese on Wednesdays or whatever? I think it was kind of like something like that where they brought back Grand Junction for like a week at the Columbia Mall. Yeah, they were just selling it at a kiosk, like
there's a line.
Lids. Yeah, they set up a grill inside of Orange Theory. Started slinging it.
This is so good.
Get a workout and then follow it up with a big 2,000 calorie sub.
Yeah, 100%. Be so nails.
That's so good. Malty, I wanted to ask you just about the season, your season at UND, or actually just your time, because like Jordan and I, I know you're a guy that you knew what the culture was, before this transfer thing started. Throughout your time, like how hard was it to instill that culture and like keep it with the transfers, guys coming in and out a little more often, with the NIL stuff coming in, guys getting paid money, other guys aren't. Were you guys able to kind of keep that old culture that you were used to, or did things change a little more than you had expected?
Yeah, I think obviously it's different. Like it's going to change. Like you're not really going to have those guys that are like they grind for their first 2 years and then they kind of just work their way as a senior and kind of develop a role. I mean, you don't really see that anymore because guys will just leave. I mean, I've always kind of not been the biggest fan of the transfer portal just because your friends leave, guys come in and like they expect it to be a certain way. But I mean, as far as like culture, that's why I think it's so important to have a guy like Dane Jackson right now. Like he's at the helm, like a guy who's been there for 19 years. And you have guys like Chiswick and like Dylan Simpson, who's played here too. Like that's what's really important is just having those guys that they're going to look for the type of guys that they've seen come around the program. And, I mean, you always hope that like you get the right kids because it's all about that, especially with the transfer portal. Like that's so hard because they enter the portal and then they come like you got to commit them so quick. So it's like, how do you know if he's a great guy? You almost have to get lucky. But like having a guy like Jax, like he's the perfect guy to kind of to weed through that and figure that out.
Yeah.
Do you think in a sense that the the portal, does it create like a sense of entitlement for these kids a lot of the times where just naturally even I think because you transfer somewhere, you think it's going to be all of, the grass is going to be greener. You're guaranteed certain things. You're told different messages of, just expected ice time or power play or this or that. Like, I feel like in a sense it would kind of just just naturally almost create like you're entitled to something before you actually even really earn it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so for sure. Like it's crazy to me because like I've seen so many cases where like guys have success here and they leave, and it's like why I don't get why you would leave a place like this for like you make a lateral move. Like I understand if you're not playing at all and you want to go play, like everybody wants to play, but if you're in a spot that you can have success, like why would you like bail on your teammates and leave for 20 grand or whatever? Like I understand it, like I guess, but I don't know. It's always been weird to me, and just because you almost have to promise guys stuff to get them to go there, but and then that's kind of like you kind of screw over the guys that paid their dues and are working their way up like towards something. So I don't know. It's so hard, and it's shitty, man.
It's terrible. I think about it like, Jordan, we used to always go on the road, or so we go somewhere like go to Wisconsin. We're in Madison, and you're like sitting there thinking like, fuck, it'd be sick to play for the Badgers. It'd be pretty cool. I wish I could experience a year here, or even in Miami. I used to be there, and I'd be like, be cool to play a year here. It'd be awesome. But at the end of the day, I could have never left just because my friends on the team. But some of these guys who might not be like big friend guys, which, I played with a couple of good players, guys I actually like. They just don't like hanging out with guys. I could see how some of those guys would just be like, I had a good time in North Dakota. I might as well go check out, Michigan, or I might as well go check out, wherever, just because it's fun and you're not going to go back to college ever. But I could have never imagined doing that because I was a friend guy, and the friendships I created with the guys on the team, I would have never left. At the end of the day, I would have never wanted to play or have any different teammates. But that side of things, like if you're not a friend guy and you don't like, I could see it. But then at the same time, like you don't really want those guys in your team, no matter how good they are. If they're just leaving, like if you don't like the boys in your locker room, like get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I think now. Listen, I'm not the head of the NCAA. I'm not smart enough. Maybe actually I am smart enough because those guys are dipshits. But why don't you have these kids? I tweeted it out probably like 2 months ago. Why don't you have the team, the university, and the kid sign a contract? So whether you agree mutually on a 1-year deal, a 2-year deal, 3 or 4, whatever that contract is, okay, you sign that deal, you agree to terms. Now, there's a couple out clauses. If the player does not play in 50% of those games, he can leave and go somewhere else with no penalty. There also can be a point where a player and the team can mutually agree to terminate a deal where now they cut him loose. So say Jake Schmaltz goes in there and signs a 2-year deal. They offer him 20 grand a year, and things don't work out the first year. Say Malt plays in 16 of the 40 games. He's technically allowed to go somewhere else now. No penalty, can go transfer into the portal, play somewhere else. Or even if Malt played 22 games, a little over 50%, the threshold, but the team and the player, we mutually agree to part ways. I can go somewhere else now. So I think that would put accountability into the players and the team's hand where you get at least a little bit of commitment. So now if you have a high-end player, say a first-round pick, he goes in there, I'm going to sign a 1-year deal for 100 grand. And after that, I can go to the drawing board. Now the team knows exactly what they're getting. Fuck, we might only have this kid for 1 year. Now we can kind of plan around that. Or you know what? If it goes really well, maybe we bring him back and he's not quite ready to go to the National Hockey League, and we'll match the offer. Rather than just kind of giving everyone the keys to the kingdom and then the Wild West on the player side in terms of I can just do whatever I want. At least at that point, there would be accountability. Am I speaking crazy here, fellas? Or, I'm just thinking that makes sense in my head, I think.
Yeah, that's how it should be. You should have to sign these contracts.
Like contract.
And especially, if you did accept money from the university or whoever's paying them, it's probably boosters or whatever, and you decide to leave, you got to give that money back, buddy. Or your new team's got to pay us.
Right. Say you signed a 2-year deal. and it was 200 grand, you get 100. You got to dish back the other 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. There needs to be some rules, because right now it's insane. The good guys, and just you think about it from the coaching standpoint and trying to field a full roster and it's not only like, I mean, it's every team. Like they don't know if a guy's coming back or not. And obviously we heard rumors like there were guys in the Nodak locker room this year that maybe made the decision that they were gone as early as Christmas. It's like you gotta
now there's an elephant in the room, and now he's not playing as hard, and it's weird.
Yeah, like it's just a really weird. It's a really weird thing, and from a coaching standpoint, I don't know how you would possibly deal with that.
Yeah, it's hard, man. It's just a weird thing. It's the Wild West. But I do think, in the sense, if there is the guy that they were going to move on in Bradbury, if there's the one guy that is the man for the job, it is Jax. I mean, I think he's the guy that can bring back and instill that culture. And I think with an eye like Chiswick's and obviously Simmer being a bridge there too. And it sounds like they're going to bring in Schmaby is what I'm told. I don't know exactly on that front. I haven't talked to Jax. That's what I kind of heard.
I tried to get it out of them at that coaches meeting down in Florida. They weren't giving me anything, but it has to be, you'd think it has to be someone still coaching, and at that time it was Brad Malone or Matt Smaby, which I would have been pumped with either one of those options. But I've been hearing Smaby too, just people talking. So we'll see.
Just get them pinned and just start asking them the hard-hitting questions. That's always the best. Malt, I want to just segue into the offseason, brother. What are you excited about in terms of, spending some time in Wisco? Are you going to get here at all, the desert, or is that not in the cards? It's going to be too hot?
I know I want to. I mean, I gotta find some time to get down there. I love coming down there, but I'm excited to get back to Madison, start fishing again, and keep getting into that. And there's just so many things. Like I just love getting back and hanging time with the family. That's always my favorite thing to do, and just kind of relax and take a breather from hockey, especially after playing it for so many months. It's nice to kind of relax, and especially for me right now, I really want to get back and fish a little bit.
For sure. I mean, I can't wait to get out there and fish. Are you going to work out at UW with Nick, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, I don't know. I've had a pretty good gym that I've kind of been going to, but we'll see what Nick's plan is. I know it kind of changes summer to summer when he starts or what his workouts are doing. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, there's still a couple pro guys staying in Grand Forks training.
Yeah, there's a good group. I know like obviously there's like Dane and Coonsey and Judd Caulfield. I think Frisch will come back for a bit, but we have a couple weddings too around here. Like there's one in Fargo and one in Grand Forks. So I'm trying to get a bunch of the guys that are going there to maybe just stay for a week or 2 weeks and kind of just be together and train, and then go to those weddings in July. I think that'd be pretty fun.
Who the fuck's getting married?
Ethan Frisch and Judd Caulfield are getting married this summer.
That's what's wrong with the program right there, Razo.
Are these guys even 30 yet, Malty? Or what are we talking about?
Come on, fellas. Come on. Enjoy it. Enjoy the fruits of life.
Boys, are you 30 yet? Come on.
Come stay with Uncle Swishy for a week. Come on. Let's go. Hang out. I'll show you how it's done. What are we fucking doing here? We're getting Jesus.
Your whole life, the life expectancy now is like 95, 100 years old. Are you kidding me?
Come on, boys. What are we doing? Living with our girls in school. We're getting married at 24. Come on. Enjoy the fruits. But yeah, that'll be fun, Malt. Those weddings will be fun. Are they close where you can kind of just parlay it for like 2 weeks? Like when you can stay up there, or what is it?
Yeah, I think it's like 2 weeks apart. I know Coldplay is in Madison, like a weekend in between. So I'm not going to be able to stay through the whole thing. I got to get back for that concert.
I can't wait for that. And Wallen too. Morgan Wallen is in Madison at Camp Randall.
Ooh.
That's a nice little. There's two concerts this summer at Camp Randall, Lazo, that are two heavy hitters.
Coldplay is all time. That is crazy.
Yeah, just get yourself on some psilocybin and just enjoy the lights. Enjoy the lights, baby. You hear a song? No, but fucking everyone looked unreal. Oh man, I
Yeah.
can't wait. Yeah, there's a Sky Full of Stars. Oh, Coldplay's unreal. Fix You.
Oh,
So many bangers.
so
Yeah, man,
good.
that'll be good. You should actually work out. I'm gonna be coming back there, Malt, like when it gets hot as hell here. But you should think about working out at UW. It's the new gym is sick on the first level. It's cool.
We're gonna have
And
to get you back on the ice too. Skate
for
with
sure.
us.
Yeah, I'll be on the ice. I'll come push you guys around the corner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Jordan, you're looking good as ever. I mean, you're in fucking better shape than when you were playing, probably. So
for
like,
sure.
like,
I know. I was skating with these guys last summer. I was just fucking throwing them around. I was like, fuck, I could throw some bodies out here now. Remember that kid I dummied in the neutral zone? Holy shit.
Yeah, that was crazy. He's like just got into junior. He's like 18.
Like
Just
learn today.
3-on-3. Oh,
I literally like caught a pass. I was on my backhand, took 2 strides, looked up in the neutral zone. We're playing 3-on-3. I don't think anyone's gonna hit me. This kid's right my way. I literally hit him like he was a bowling pin. Like I skated over him. Like I felt so bad.
That's a good learning lesson for a young fella.
Get off the tracks, fella. Yeah, bro. Fishing's gonna be sick too. Now that I'm a fisherman, fuck. A couple muskies for the fellas. I don't know. I don't know if I'm a musky guy though. I think I'm a bass guy, to be honest.
Dude, you got to be a like real serious fisherman to be a muskie fisherman.
Have you seen the muskies that Nick's caught?
Yeah, with Joe Pa.
Yeah, he caught like 6 in one night.
It's insane. There's most fishermen have never caught a muskie in their life.
I know.
I'm talking about guys who like fish every weekend to get away from the wife.
Yeah, he caught 6 in one night. Insane. Have you caught a muskie, Malt? You've got one, right? When you were younger?
Yeah, I got one when I was younger, but not recently.
Those things, I can't believe they're in that lake. They're huge, Ozzo.
That's crazy.
It's insane.
It's insane. They're like river monsters. They got like teeth. Like those things could like do some damage to a foot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I like the bass, Malt. Just a nice smallmouth bass, 10-pounder. Peel her up. It's got a big old mouth, no teeth. That's kind of my speed.
I know they're easy to hold. Like some of those, like the pike and the muskie, so hard. Like I have no idea what I'm doing when I'm trying to hold that thing and take the hook out. I have no idea. The bass is easy.
What have you been practicing for your karaoke songs for the summer for the bowling alley?
No, honestly, I've been trying to dial some stuff in. I've been looking at some Alan Jackson. I kind of like the country. I mean, nothing will beat that.
Buicks to the Moon.
That Missy Elliott guy last year.
Oh, unbelievable! He did Work It. That was the best song I've ever heard. This gay dude at a local bar called the Green Lantern in McFarland, Wisconsin. Ozzo. He gets up there and he does Work It by Missy Elliott and absolutely kills it. Like I've never heard Missy Elliott even sing it that good. He gets up there and just mic drops everyone. So you got Alan Jackson. What else you got? Like what Alan Jackson, Drive, or what song are you thinking?
I love Gone Country. That's okay. You can kind of lean into that one. It's pretty good.
Yeah, because you had Where the Wild Things Are down pretty good by Lukey Combs.
Yeah, that was a good one. I know I was maybe like, I mean, it would be kind of funny if you could do one of those faster songs, like a rap song, like just getting that, like watching that Missy Elliott guy. But those are so hard because you can just trip over words and then it's awkward if you miss a couple things. So you got to be on it.
Do you remember he did Work It, and then his last song he did was Without Me by Eminem?
Yeah,
he killed that too. Yeah,
that's getting ballsy in the karaoke scene. I mean, that's tough.
Yeah, especially in front of all 4 of us there. Like, are you kidding me? It was unbelievable. I know. I was trying to dial in "Push" by Matchbox 20. Have you heard that song?
No.
Oh yeah, that song's all time.
You got to listen to that song, Malt. It's unbelievable. Matchbox 20, Push. She says, "I don't know what I really want." It's unreal. Yeah, it's so good. Push by Matchbox 20. I'm trying to dial that in. That's
an all timer. I'll put the stamp on that one. All time song.
I can't wait.
We always make Jordan do this bar. Like that's always unreal when you can kind of get up there and freestyle and put your own mix on it. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I know that one by heart. I don't even need I like the ones where you don't have to use the monitor.
Yeah.
Because then you're already you're drunk. You're just fucking up there. You want to sound good too because it's your own concert. So, it's good shit. I can't wait to get to Toby's, bro. Get there. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good shit. Ozzo,
I
you
love that.
gotta slide down to Wisco one of these summers, tee it up or do something.
Damn,
with the
that
boys.
sounds fun. Yeah, that'd be an unreal trip. Being in Wisconsin, little dive bar with you guys singing karaoke,
Unreal.
just tipping them back. They're probably so cold too. It tastes so good in there. And when you're in a Wisconsin dive bar,
$3 old fashioned.
oh, $3 old fashioned.
It's a 90-10. There's literally just nothing in it besides piss. They put an old fashioned Wisco is just brandy to the brim of it, and then just put a cherry in there. That's it.
Yeah. No bitters, no sugars.
No, nothing.
Maybe a couple ice cubes if you're soft.
Malt, before you go, bro, I want you to give me the top 10 parks, MLB parks you've gone to throughout the years. I know you have the list on your phone, I think.
Yep, I do have my list.
So I was curious if you wanted to let the people know what your top 10 parks were.
I got it. And sometimes I have to go back to it because sometimes I'll be leaving the park and I'll be like, oh, this one's top 3. Like every time I leave a park, I'm always like, that was so fun.
Yeah, you're a little bit of a hopeless romantic like that, a little bit. You know, your last kiss was your best kiss.
Yeah. I got Wrigley Field 1.
Yep.
I got San Francisco Giants 2.
Oracle.
Dodger Stadium 3. Camden Yards 4, which sneaky underrated. That one's so good. I got Cincinnati 5, Pittsburgh 6, Red Sox 7, Miller Park 8, Phillies 9, and Detroit Tigers 10.
Cincinnati is so high. The Great American Ballpark.
Oh my God.
That's the park me and Nick got drunk at the outfield bar.
That's a sick park.
Just left in like the middle of the 4th inning and just went like outside the stadium.
Couldn't even see the stadium. Just got pinned at the outfield bar. There's nothing better than watching the game on TV, being at the game. I've always said that. That's why I got my Parlay Pete Rose jersey on right here, boys.
Oh, that is such a good jersey.
Oh yeah, Pete.
Oh,
unreal.
Oh. Wait, Malty, what'd you say your number 1 was?
Wrigley Field. You can't.
Wrigley, yeah, that's so tough to beat. Yeah, so the old Target Field didn't make it on the list, eh? Like, where do you have that on your list?
I think that's right outside the top 10.
It's like 12.
Yeah.
Malt, don't you think it's I always say it's just so vanilla. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
there's no like character to it.
I almost like the Metrodome more.
Yeah.
Like, it was so shitty, it was good. Like, I don't know, like Target Field's it's nice. It's great
real
park.
nice. It's real nice.
But I sent out my list like 2 months ago on Twitter, and St. Peter was rattled because I had, I've been to 28 parks or whatever it is, not a big deal. And that was at like 18 or 19. I was like, I don't know. It's just kind of like vanilla, man. I just, it's better for a concert than it is a baseball game. I'll tell you that right now.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Even like you look at a place like Cincinnati, like you would never think that it's like that good of a park, but just like it being older, it being right on that river, and it was packed. It was like a random game in the summer, and it was just packed in there. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, it was a matinee against the Cubbies. Remember Nick walking across that bridge?
Oh yeah, he was just shitting himself.
He was just full panic. He was like sprinting across Ozzo. It was so funny. He was like miles ahead of us.
Trying to keep a couple dogs down.
He's just like, oh, I didn't like that bridge. I go, yeah, you think? I don't know if the height scared him away or what, but it was funny. It was funny, man.
Malty, I wanted to ask you one last question. Nodak, who do you expect to have a big season next year for the boys?
I think Jake Livanovich again, and I just think him just like wanting to be a leader on the team, just with a lot of change. I know he's kind of taken steps. Like he's still a young guy, but he's a junior. But he's always been a leader, and he's always loved this place. He's kind of grew up, even not being from here. He's grew up a Sioux fan and wanting to be a part of it. So I think him just working into a leadership role. I mean, everyone already looks at him as a leader and a great player, but I think him, and even a guy like Dylan James, I think like he might have been under some pressure to kind of jump ship or sign. Like he definitely had options, but I know he wanted to come back and play for Jacks and just kind of represent the program. So I think those two guys, like, just, I love them for what they did. Like, you don't really see that anymore, and just kind of digging in. Like times got hard here at the end of the year. Like it was tough for everybody, but just seeing what those guys were able to do and just their buy-in, I think those two especially. I think they'll have a great year, but also I'm happy for them.
For sure. I like those 2 picks.
How about a guy like Emery? I think it speaks even volumes for him staying too. I think he's going to be a little bit of a project, but he's a good kid, and I think he's willing to learn. And another year, I think he's going to keep going, whether it takes some, 2-3 more years, whatever it is. But that's another guy that could have left, right? I mean, high pick, Rangers, like he could have definitely went somewhere else, right?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, like times were crazy, but I think him too. Like he was a guy that you were never worried about. Like he loves North Dakota and everything it's about. So he's a guy that there was no doubt that he was going to stay and kind of work for it.
I love it.
Love to hear that too out of a kid. First rounder. Yeah. I think he's, a guy like him, obviously you knew he's going to be a project. I actually thought he had a little better season than I expected him to even, because a guy like him, just a physical freak of nature, you give him one more year in the weight room and a full season on his resume. I expect big things out of him this year.
Yeah, for sure. And especially just with Simmer there and obviously, whoever they bring in for the associate, we assume it's Schmaby, but again, we haven't heard anything. We really haven't. I'm not going to text Jack and say, "Yo, who's the Peoples? Who you bringing in?"
No, like people ask me too. They're like, "Hey, like, have you heard anything about the other assistant?" I'm like, "No," and they're like, "What do you mean?" Like, I know you talk to those guys. I'm like, I'm not asking them.
No,
and I don't care. I'll find out when they make the announcement. Like, it doesn't do me any good to know right now.
It's like asking your buddy what he makes per year. Hey, man, what are you making right now? Like, dude, it's just certain things you just don't ask. I'm not going to ask Jax, hey, man, you mind telling me who you're going to hire? And then I'll tweet it out and tell everybody that I know so I can be first. No, it's not how it works, man. It's not how it works. People always think that. But Malt, big weekend for you. You going to make it to Dollar Bills this weekend out in Larimore?
Yeah, I think he's hosting a little something on Saturday. So
okay,
have some food out there, like little karaoke. He's got it all set up. I'm trying to get him because he got his new Corvette. So I'm trying to get him to want to drive it. He's just letting it sitting there. So I was giving him shit. I was like, come on, bro. We got to take that thing out.
Yeah, so his uncle Clint got this new Corvette that he said he got a hell of a steal on, Ozzo. And he texted me one day just out of nowhere. I forget where he bought it, some bumfuck town. And he goes, look at this thing, Jordo. And he like revving up the engine. He goes, the vet makes her wet.
I never heard that one. That's unreal.
The old white trash Lamborghini, nothing better. There's nothing better. Hey,
it's so funny whenever you get one of those too, Jordo. It's always a fucking great deal.
Oh, it's always a great deal because he pays cash too. That's the best part. Malt, remember when you were golfing with him at Larimore? And for the people listening that don't know this beauty, he's all time. He runs Odyssey Construction. He's Jake's uncle. He's basically an uncle to me. I did construction with him for 3 years in the summers when I was living up in Grand Forks during our off season. So he's like a uncle to me. But remember, tell the people the story about when you were golfing at the Larimore golf course and he just knew it was a General Lee. Like his favorite car of all time is the General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard with the Confederate flag on it. Not for that part of it, but this is his favorite, his car, and he obviously wants one someday. Malt, how did he knew it was a General Lee from like 10 miles away, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I forget what hole it is on that course, but like the road is literally like,
I think it's 5.
Yeah, it's parallel to the hole. So like he was like a fairway shot and like he was like about to hit it. And then he hears it like peel, like it starts speeding up down this road. And he just like steps off and just like watches the General Lee, like doesn't say anything. He's like, fuck, man, I need one of those. Like he's had his eye on it forever. I mean, I hope he gets it eventually, but what a hilarious car to go like, that's your dream car. It's hilarious.
So number 5 at Larimore, let me paint the picture. It sits up a little bit higher. It's kind of in the bluffs, and behind it is like a little marine or a little like, I guess, lake, but it kind of connects into the Turtle River. And on the other side of that, on the north side, is Highway 2. So Highway 2 obviously runs east and west through the state of North Dakota, from Grand Forks to Devil's Lake and on west. So from my understanding is he was in the middle of this fairway sitting up a little higher, and on Highway 2 comes screaming westbound a General Lee. And he just knew it was a General Lee. Like he stepped off his ball. He's like, oh my God, that's a General Lee. mint condition. It's just like, how do you like Ozzo? It was probably like, what do you think, Mal? Probably like 2 miles away at least, right?
He knew it from the sound of it.
From the sound of it.
Yeah.
Unreal.
That's
Yeah,
all time.
his thing with the General Lee though too, like he doesn't want to just buy one. Like if he's getting one, he's putting like a decked out engine in it, so it's like a full on like race car. Like he's not gonna just get one to get one. Like he's getting one. He's decking that thing out to the gills.
Yeah, he's spending like 200,000 on it. Is what he's thinking in his head. It's so good.
I hope he gets one eventually. I gotta go get a ride with him too. I might have to ride around in that vet too if they're making girls wet.
Yeah, you do. For sure you do. Dude, that thing was so loud. He sent me. I don't know like what. It has a massive engine in it. I don't know what it is.
Oh my god, it's crazy. It's like you do not need this car in Larimore, North Dakota, but he does, and it suits him. It's hilarious.
That's all time. What's up tonight? Where are you going to dinner?
We're going to Harry's with
Sure
everyone and a nice little steak dinner.
That's
nice,
fella. Well, I'll see you on Tuesday, man. I can't wait. It's been too long. I'm sure we'll take it easy on Tuesday. Welcome night. You know, meat and cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay away from the hard shit until 6.
Yeah.
Oh, the first night back together is always the worst.
Oh,
you always wreck the rest of the trip the first night because you can't contain yourself. You're just a bunch of little boys.
Yep. That's the golf trip in the essence right there. You're just chasing the dragon. But alrighty, Malt. Well, thank you for popping on, dude. Always good to talk to your chin. Say hi to the fam over there in Grand Forks for me and Ozzo as well. And we'll see you next week, man. I can't wait. I'm taking the weekend off. I know you're probably gonna laugh at that, but I'm actually taking the week off because I gotta stay off the fucking piss. Keebs wants to go to the Buffalo Chip. I've been there 3 weekends in a row. I'm like, fuck, I can't go. Can't do it.
You're sitting out, eh?
Yeah, I mean, man, dude, my Saturday, boys, last Saturday was pathetic. Like you have to rev the engine and you have to do, I would say, 1 or 2 training days, Ozzo, in prep for the golf trip. So
yeah,
I went and played golf with Nick, Cole Caulfield was in town, and then Christian Dvorak. So we went and teed off at 10 a.m. So I'm like, all right, well, in my head, this is my first training day. I have to golf and heat, and I have to put my body through the ringer. So we tee off at 10 in the morning, double fadeaway right off the box. And then they just start sliding. So I'm walking off the golf course. I'm probably 10 deep. Take that into a beer pong series, best of 7, party bus to Buffalo Chip, ended at the Rooster at probably 1:30. Walk home from the Rooster, just pinned. Get up the next day at noon. I slept from 2 to noon. I got up. I drove right to DeFalco's. I got a Philly cheesesteak and a spicy vodka sub to go. I ate the cheesesteak there. Vodka when I got home. I step on the scale. I'm 214. I've never been heavier than 210. I get back in bed at 2 to 7. I sleep. 7 o'clock. I go for dinner. Go for dinner with Nick, Abby, and my parents. After dinner, take a hot tub at 10. Pass out at 10:30. I was so hung, dude. I'm like, holy fuck. I don't know if I can do it anymore. But you know what? That's why you run the training day, right? I got to get in shape.
You got it out of the way, yeah.
You know what I mean? I got to get that one.
Do it for.
But my Saturday was pathetic. Not only did I weigh in 14 pounds heavier than I normally am, I slept for like fucking 20 hours, man. I'm like, holy fuck.
Oh, man, it sucks, man.
I'm not getting any younger, is what I'm saying. I'm like, you asshole. Like, why did you have to have 36 drinks? Like, what were you thinking? Like,
why did you do that to yourself? It wasn't any. I can't help myself from it though.
I didn't eat anything either, too. You know, eating's cheating.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, man. I mean, it's all in. It's day 1 of camp, right? It's always the hardest day, they say. That's pretty much downhill from there. So all right. We'll let you go, fella. Again, thanks for stopping in there, fella.
Yeah, thanks, boys. You guys are the best. Thank you.
Thanks, Malty.
Folks, that was episode number 86 Across Your Goddamn Chin, brought to you by Mini Movers Butter Golf. Until next week, folks, enjoy the show. Well, we're going to be training for this upcoming trip. 93.1, Ozzo, tape to tape with you always, baby. That was Live in 5. Woo!